I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey, what's going on, YouTube community? Welcome back to our channel here at Underdeveloped, and today we are reviewing yet again another movie. And this movie is an anticipated film for me because the trailer's fucking awesome. Himmy Neutron, him.
Yep, him produced but not directed by Jordan Peele,
and directed by some guy who did TV.
Yes,
and
by,
like one movie called Kicks.
Yeah, by
Justin Tipping.
Yeah, I honestly haven't even heard of most of the shows he's worked on.
Joe versus Crow, Run the World. Okay, I heard of Run the World.
I've heard of Flatbush Misdemeanors, and I've heard of Dear White People, and that's it.
I worked on Flatbush Misdemeanors. I worked on a few episodes.
Maybe that's where I heard it from, because I heard you told me about it.
Maybe
you worked on it. That's probably why I heard it.
I worked on the first season. Him is kind of this surrealist, psychological thriller, horror, sports drama.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's kind of straight up hilarious sometimes. That's basically what this kind of movie is. The main character is played by Tyriq Withers, Cam, and he grew up watching his hero, Isaiah White, played by Marlon Wayans, who's the fucking GOAT, won eight
Super Bowls,
eight Super Bowl rings, which is insane. That's even beyond Tom Brady's level. So he's the GOAT. And at this point, he's the Marlon Wayans thinking about retiring. He's old now. He's been dominating for many years. But the thing is, when Cameron first watched him, he got injured badly. Like, you saw bone coming out of his knee.
Oh yeah.
And then over the next like 14 years, he just dominated. He just won like 8 rings.
Yeah, he somehow managed to come back from that and did better than he did before.
Exactly. And become straight up the GOAT. So, but now Marlon Wayans is old now, so he's like, because playing sports, you have a shelf life that doesn't last forever. Being an athlete. So, he's thinking about leaving the team, and Cam, should take his place still, because Cam is grown up to be kind of like a GOAT in his own right in college of ball. So he's like next up. So, but unfortunately, as he was training, he gets struck over the head randomly by a dude in a weird suit, and he can't join the draft combine. So he gets a second chance by the same team to work under his idol, Isaiah White, to train him and see if he's actually ready to actually join the league. So this is like his last shot. And then in this fucking compound, shit gets really weird. A lot of goat imagery.
Yes.
And it gets real freaking horror-esque, goat-centric, very Illuminati-centric, very psychological horror, physical horror, murder. It just goes sideways. It goes crazy.
Yeah. Things get absolutely insane. That's about all we can get into it right now. They're just blatantly telling you every little bit. So if for some reason you don't want to hear the ending now, you want to watch the movie first, then now's your time. But we're going to go right into this. Honestly, I feel like this movie did not know what it wanted to be. It felt like it wanted it to be this like dramatic, serious movie about a man confronting how badly he really wants to be the best. It felt like it also wanted to be a movie about creepy Illuminati bullshit. And it felt like it also wanted to be a movie where Marlon Wayans tries to be scary, but isn't. It felt like it was juggling a bunch of different things that wasn't really meshing well together. I feel like if you just kind of took the more weird, for the sake of weird, the more supernatural aspects out of it, you would have a much more gritty, grounded story that I think would have helped the story better, because this is a very brutal movie. And when you're talking about something like football, I think football is probably going to resonate better when you have something less fantastical. Not to say that you can't make it work, but just the way it's done here, it just really didn't feel right. It felt like the tone was just all over the place, especially with Marlon Wayans' performance, which, I wanted to see him do I like Marlon Wayans. I think he's really funny in a lot of things, but I felt like he was trying to be serious here and wasn't really getting the direction he needed as an actor to really get that performance off, to be the big bad guy here, to be the really cocky, scary dude who's making fun of you. Like, Here it's like, no, it feels like he's almost doing the Scary Movie parody of him while he's doing him. Mm-hmm. And that feels weird watching it. We're supposed to be taking him seriously. And also, him is just a really bad title for this. Him is a very dated... Him is a lingo that's going to be very dated. I think calling it GOAT or The GOAT would have been much better title. Because not only does it mean literally the exact same thing, but this movie has just so much goat imagery going on, and the goat imagery admittedly does tie into some of the Illuminati stuff that happens in the movie, so I just think this is an objectively more fitting title, frankly.
I think they should have made the Illuminati stuff very ambiguous.
Yes.
Made imagery very ambiguous, like maybe he put some Rosemary Baby crap with this the gaslighting. What am I into? But that's kept on a back burner. It's like a subtle thing.
Yeah.
That builds up.
Mm-hmm. That would have been better, because I hate that they spill everything out in the end. I'm like, we know this. We don't need to be told, oh, the guy who hit him over the head.
Because if it wants to be scary, you can't just be telling you can't lay out. It's like a magician that reveals secrets.
Exactly.
That's why it's scary, because then it doesn't make it scary anymore.
Mm-hmm. The most effective horror media, whether it be movies, shows, video games, or whatever it is, the best horror media, they don't reveal their hand. It's like being scary is all like poker. The lack of information creates more tension. You have to you yourself will have to use your mind to kind of make jumps to like, okay, this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Oh God, they're going to do this. The anxiety within yourself is the anxiety within yourself is what horror really brings out of you. What really effective horror weaponizes against you. But when you're giving away everything like that, it just kills that entirely.
It feels like a first-time writer-director, which it basically is.
Yeah, because it's been so long since he even did his real
This needs to be an experiment. This needs to be an experiment by a more competent filmmaker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele could have actually took this and really did something with it. Because it felt like a counterfeit Jordan Peele movie. A wannabe Jordan Peele.
It really did. Much like how we said Hurry Up Tomorrow, it feels like a wannabe A24 movie. Yeah. This feels like a wannabe Monkey's Paw production movie that's actually put out by Monkey's Paw production.
Yeah. And this makes it that much more sad.
Yeah.
But I love Marlon Wayans, but it performs... Again, the trailers really made it seem like it's supposed to be some lit shit. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, he has some different things in this movie. Like, he's not completely just no like Marlon Wayans. He does do different things in this movie that kind of sets him apart somewhat.
He's trying. He's not being lazy.
And I say he's doing is more direction. Like, he could have been good because he showed talent. Mm-hmm. He just really wasn't shaped well, and that's really the seriously, and that's worse because the ambiguity is just too high.
Yeah.
I just don't know what if,
Especially when he's your main antagonist. He's supposed to be a threatening, imposing presence. Yeah. He's just not.
And honestly, the whole thing about him getting injured, you don't need to do that to bring him to where he's at. That could have been a whole training sequence with your hero,
Yeah. There's a lot of the parts of this movie that feel very contrived. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you didn't need to do all this. This is extra. It's extra and it's just shallow. Because,
I agree.
An A24 movie or a Jordan Peele movie or a lot of the greatest movies that tend to be coming out nowadays tend to be weird. They tend to have weird, crazy shit happen, but it's always weird, crazy shit that elevates the story, that adds some sort of depth, that plays with the emotions of the characters. It adds something to it. But both this movie and in Hurry Up Tomorrow, we have two examples this year of movies that are aping these styles without really learning anything from all these movies that have done this. Like they add nothing. The weirdness of these movies add nothing to the scenes. And I feel it's there to be weird because they think weird is good.
Exactly. Because the thing is, they as I said, it's a wannabe. It's a fucking wannabe. It's a freaking wannabe Jordan Peele movie. He's seen the recipe which works, which he makes these abstract, muscular, you know what I'm saying, like the abstract.
It makes these very strange and unique horror movies.
Yeah, he makes these really strange, unique horror movies that kind of appeals to the African American community and just like this kind of like, it speaks on like any kind of topics, you know what I'm saying, regarding the black community, black power, you know what I'm saying, community, and then you and then he sees that and he's like, okay, all right, I see a lot of surrealist energy. Also, in the great hit show, Atlanta does that kind of style too.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously this person is influenced by it, and it's like, okay, it can't just be straightforward. Even though it's idea's kind of straightforward, we got to make this appeal to this crowd, make it important, and then
Mm-hmm.
so like that's kind of how that goes.
Yeah, that's probably how he had the mindset to make the movie
Yeah.
the way he did. But
Exactly.
it would have just been better if he embraced how straightforward it was. If it wasn't trying to pretend to be so much deeper than it was.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It just came off as pretentious, like you're trying to be like you're not that smart, but you're trying to come off like you're trying to front. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how the movie felt. Like you wouldn't say anything super crazy, but you're trying to act like this like organized like thing. You know what I mean? It's like, no, bro. This is the derivative Jordan Peele movie. You lack originality. You have a concise story that works, but you're trying to add more layers to it.
Yeah.
To make it smarter than what it is when it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's kind of how I feel about it. That's what really pissed me off. It mixed that with Marlon Wayans, performance that just really didn't work with me. Tyriq Withers, I thought, did probably the best job. I thought he really
I liked him in this movie. I think he was good.
I like the physicality. I like what he brought to the role. You know what I mean? He's a fine actor, Not great, but good enough.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is definitely a role where he got to show off his chops.
For sure.
I generally enjoyed him in this movie. He was like one of the highlights, I'd say.
Yep.
His performance is good, solid. But yeah, good on you, Tyriq Withers, Marlon Wayans. I hope next time we do something serious, will be better than this.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. I know he's gonna do Scream, not Scream.
Scary Movie
6.
Yeah.
I think that's his lane for right now. Because if you're gonna go then go fully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fully commit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You gotta commit, man. You can't do this half and half shit. It's not gonna satisfy me. Go mostly serious or go mostly comedic. But this constant half and half, back and forth, man, I feel like I'm saying
You
dick
can't
around
tell
the whole
what's
movie.
real. You know what I mean? Like it's just no.
Yeah, and it's not even not in a good, you can't tell it's real, super surreal way where it really makes you think. It's a really annoying you can't tell what's real that feels like incompetent storytelling, that you're supposed to know what's real and you don't because things are just kind of weird and confusing.
That's exactly the problem. It just feels completely contrived. Completely derivative. A wannabe Jordan Peele movie. And that's a huge fucking crime. So my score's already in the 40s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With that.
Yeah, honestly, I can give this movie a 48. I can't... I was going...
Can't even edit it.
I can't give it a 50 even.
Yeah.
It's just not good. Not the worst movie we've seen this year, but it's just not good.
I agree. This could have been a very important movie. The trailer I said was badass. Mm-hmm. But no.
Him really wanted to be the next Sinners. It just isn't. He wanted to be the next Get Out, and it ain't that either.
Nope.
Oh, man. Yeah. There's plenty better stuff to keep watching in theaters today, folks. Like, we have plenty of modern reviews of movies that are still out in theaters.
Watch one bad off the other. That was a great movie. Very underrated.
But we haven't seen that yet. That hasn't come out yet.
I know, but I'm saying like that's more like it though.
I was referencing movies that we've already seen, that we already have reviews of, like The Long Walk or Splitsville, or a couple of the ones that came out we reviewed right before that. Because those are good movies that we do recommend.
Yes. Yeah, because I mean, The Long Walk was a movie that I felt the trailer didn't do it justice. I felt it was going to be boring and contrived and whatever. But actually watching it is actually really concise, really emotional. I mean, you could hear it, you could see it in the review.
Yeah.
It's
exactly opposite of what him is.
Yeah, him really got me excited, but then it really was like, no. Like, it had some highs, but it had way too many lows, essentially. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just a huge... Basically, if I could sum up the movie's problem, it's a huge misfire.
Yeah. Just completely bad execution.
Terrible execution. Great idea, great concept, bad execution. The storyline alone is not even bad. It's just really... It's really... that part of it.
Yeah. It's all in execution, really. I mean, writing... You could have done a couple more drafts, but the bare bones of it isn't bad.
Yeah, exactly. They need a ton of new drafts. They should have went. I even told you earlier. They should have went to a couple script doctors and have them really rewrite the whole script. Mm-hmm. Because a whole lot going on that just really doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, there's so much you could have just trimmed down and streamlined and just made more concise. Just
the movie should have been specifically about Isaiah White's character and Cameron's character, about that intensity. Because if you look at people like Kobe Bryant and all these other legends, their training schedule makes no sense. It's it's insanity. That alone is enough. You don't need to open up his head to give that kind of stake. The stake alone that he wants to be the best, and he's motivated by his pops and his family, thinking that he has to be the one.
It could have been a movie about the horrors that actual athletes do to themselves.
Exactly. The way he pushes his body, the way he pushes the body, and him clinging to his youth, trying to push his body. You know what I'm saying? And instead make all the supernatural stuff just completely ambiguous.
Yeah.
Completely ambiguous. Something that's lurking behind the shadows, comes in every now and then.
At most.
And keep that ambiguous. So that can act like, oh, is this more to play here? Now you need questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There you're giving deliberate. It just takes the whole spark out of everything.
Yeah.
Like you have no experience in what you're doing. You just did some dumb shit.
Like, again, why even bother spilling everything out? That is like, it really takes...
Because first you're not even that subtle. So it's like,
no,
that just seems redundant and a waste of time.
Did we really need to be explained that the guy who gave him the stitches in the beginning of the movie was hired by them? Did we really need to be explained that?
Yeah.
I sure as fuck did. I figured that out immediately.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like, it's not a big reveal, and they treat it like it. And when he says it's like a big reveal, but at least like Cameron didn't seem too surprised. Thank fuck. That's like the one saving grace I give to that scene is that at least I think the character found that out already.
Yep.
Maybe. Ugh. Anyways, I think we've been rambling. I think we're starting to repeat ourselves. We were talking about him.
I think we got to the main point, So essentially, big disappointment. Wish it was, because I love the people involved, but sometimes it doesn't burn as bright as you think.
That does. I hope that when it comes to Monkeypaw Productions' non-Jordan Peele work, that they use this as something to learn from, so that they can like have better ideas, that have like more like supervision over them,
like
so they're more concise.
This needed a full rewrite before it went into air.
Yeah,
need a full rewrite.
Yeah,
completely change.
Yeah, this wasn't good. I'd much rather watch anything directed by Jordan Peele, and that's not even close.
100%. I'm not a huge fan of all of his shit, but for this one, dude, 100%. Get those off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So don't watch him. Go watch actual Jordan Peele movies.
Go watch One About Another the next week. That's I heard that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean we haven't seen it yet, so it's a little presumptuous, but
the trailers look really good.
Well, the trailers look good for this too.
That's fine, but also there's actual like feedback, and it's all been overwhelmingly positive across the board.
Didn't you say the same thing for The Flash before that came
out? No,
that's
a little Rotten Tomato score. You know what I mean? Flash didn't have that. That was just off of hearsay. I based it off of. This is actual like reviews. You know what I mean? It's out. Like high 98%, you know what I mean? So, and it's still something to look at, but like I'm just saying, like it's.
Well, that's definitely going to be a movie we will be reviewing for the channel at the very least,
for sure.
So do keep an eye out for that, and of course go back and watch our previous reviews if you missed any. Like again, Splitsville, The Long Walk, Weapons, a whole bunch of shit.
A whole bunch of reviews and reactions. So yes, please stay tuned. And please keep a watchful eye.
Damn right. So like and subscribe, y'all, and we'll catch you next time.
Later, guys.